Hello children, welcome to 11th video class. I hope you have remember what we have learned in previous class. Yes children, today we are going to start a new topic, that is subtraction. In last class we have done addition. In last two classes we have done addition sums, addition problems, missing numbers in additions and addition facts. These all we have learned in previous classes. Now today we are going to do subtraction, a new topic, that is subtraction. But this is very familiar to this subtraction. Already you have started in class 1, but the thing is you are doing with the more number of digits. You know the concept of subtraction, but only the difference is in class 1 you have learned with the single digits, and as the class is increasing, the number of the digits also increasing. That's all. That is only the difference, but the concept is same. So let us see the key points in subtraction. What are the key points in subtraction? We'll see, and let us discuss about that. First one, taking away the subtrahend from the minuend to get the difference is called subtraction. I hope you know in class 3, class 4 you have learned what is minuend and what is subtrahend and what is the difference. Difference means without any doubt you know that answer of subtraction is called difference. This you have learned in class 1. The answer of subtraction is difference. The answer of addition is sum or total. The answer of subtraction is difference. The new words which you have learned in class 3 is minuend, subtrahend. Okay, so these words you have learned in class 3 and also class 4. And again same thing we will recall once. What is minuend and what is subtrahend? Minuend means the number which is simple way you remember. The number from which we are taking is called minuend. The number which is taking is called subtrahend. The number from which we are subtracting means that number, that bigger number is called minuend, and the number which we are taking from that is called subtrahend. Okay, and you remember that we can subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. In class 1, 2, 3 you have learned that concept. In class 4 you have started the subtraction with the borrowing. Okay, usually we can do the subtraction only from the bigger number to smaller number. Sometimes we will be having a bigger number and then we can subtract directly, and sometimes on top we will be having a smaller number, so in that case also we can subtract. But how means we have to borrow from the next place. Suppose when we are doing ones place, so we have to borrow the number from tens place. So in that way we can borrow and then we can do the subtraction. When we borrow, that number becomes, that smaller number becomes bigger number, so that time we can subtract. Okay, so let us see first what is minuend and what is subtrahend. Minuend means from the number which we are taking, that is called minuend, and subtrahend means the number which we are taking away is called subtrahend. And answer of these two numbers is called difference. Remember these three words children. Difference, anyway you don't have any doubt about that. Answer of subtraction is called difference, and the other two words you have to remember. And you see the next point, difference is equal to, how do you get the difference? Minuend minus subtrahend. From this minuend, if you subtract subtrahend, then you will get the difference. Answer of subtraction you will get. Then you will now what is the relation between these three means minuend minus difference. If you do means you will get the subtrahend. You see on the screen children, minuend is a 4352. Okay, from that if you subtract the difference, what is the difference? 3221. If you subtract that, what do you get? You will get subtrahend. Then your subtraction is correct. So in that way you can show the difference between, you can correlate the difference between these three words, similar words. Okay, and then next we'll move to the subtraction facts. What are the subtraction facts? Subtraction facts, first one is if you subtract any number from the given number, if you subtract from any number 1, then you will get the predecessor of that number. For example, 234 minus 1. If you subtract 1 from any number, you will get the predecessor of that number. Am I clear, children? The first subtraction fact is, if you subtract 1 from any number, you will get the predecessor of that number, given number. Okay, so 233 is the predecessor of 234. 234. Next, subtract 0 from any number, you will get the number itself. If you subtract 0 from any number, you will get the number itself. Blindly you can write the answer as the given number. And the next number, if you subtract the same number, you will get your answer as 0. Take any number and subtract the same number and your answer will be 0. These are the basic subtraction concepts. If you remember these subtraction concepts, definitely your subtraction goes correctly. Understand, children? So remember these key points. Why you have to concentrate on the key points means, when you understand these key points, definitely you can do the subtraction entire concept without any mistake. Am I clear, children? Then we'll move to the next topic, next screen, that is today's topics. In today's class, we are going to learn subtraction of large numbers without borrowing. I told you, no, if the given numbers you have to arrange in columns. Okay, first they'll give the question in the row. Those given numbers we have to arrange in columns. When you are arranging in that columns, sometimes, so from the top number you have to subtract the down number. Okay, or else from the minuend you have to subtract the subtrahend. If you have bigger minuend, absolutely there is nothing to do. Directly you can do the subtraction. But when you have smaller minuend and your subtrahend is bigger, in that case you have to borrow from the next place. Am I clear, children? So subtraction of large numbers without borrowing. When you have bigger minuend, so you need not to borrow. Directly you can subtract. And then come to the next thing, subtraction of large numbers with borrowing. As I told, if your minuend is smaller, your subtrahend is bigger, in that case you cannot subtract. So what do? Well, from the next place we have to borrow 1, and then the number becomes larger, bigger than subtrahend. That time you can do the subtraction. In that way we can do the subtraction. And the next, subtraction with zeros. Subtraction with zeros, checking subtraction, addition. Okay, checking of subtraction by doing addition, whether we have got the correct answer or not. These 4 concepts we are going to learn in this today's class. Then we'll move to the next screen, children. Today we are going to do exercise 3.3 from page number 27. Everybody open your textbook. Keep the textbook in front of you. Open and look into the textbook and keep a rough note also beside you. And first, question 1 is, subtract the following numbers and check your answer. That is your question 1. In this question 1 you have 6 bits. Okay, among these 6 bits I am doing 3 bits for you, and the rest of the 3 bits are homework. Okay, children? And then let us see first B bit. B bit is 5,24,310 from 9,64,731. Okay, children, you have a confusion with from. Blindly what do? Because of 5,24,310 is given first, blindly when you are arranging in the column you will write 5,24,310. But that is absolutely wrong. Why? Because they asked us to subtract 5,24,310 from 9,64,731. You should know the concept of from. From means from this number. From which number? From 9,64,731. You have to subtract 5,24,310. So when you are arranging in columns, first you have to write 9,64,731. Look it into the screen now. Left side one you see. First we have to write 9,64,731 and then down. So that would be your minuend. And what is your subtrahend? Your subtrahend is 5,24,310. Now you do the subtraction. Okay, start your subtraction. Where do we start the subtraction? Same like addition or subtraction, whatever we are doing, that multiplication later. And then these all we will start from the rightmost corner. Why? Because the value of the number increases as we move to the left hand side. That's the reason we will start from the smaller number. We will not do from the bigger number, right? So we will start from the smaller number. So that is the reason we will start from ones place. So I have written the place values above the numbers. You see in the classwork, you have to write the questions how I have done. So in the same way you have to do the question and then copy the bit number B and then give finger space and then start writing the place values first. Okay, place values with half finger space if you write, then you can arrange the numbers in the columns, children. Okay, straight to that you can arrange the numbers, given numbers in the columns. Okay, now 9,64,731 is your minuend and 5,24,331 is 310 is your subtrahend. Start your subtraction from the rightmost corner, that is from ones place. So 1 minus 0. 1 is a bigger number, 0 is a smaller number. So you are taking away 0 from 1. How do you do? So directly you can do. So see to that you should have your minuend is more than the subtrahend. So this is more. So that is what directly you can do the subtraction. 1 minus 0 is 1. Okay, and then next come to the tens place. 3 minus 2. 3 is bigger than 1. So then directly you can do that. 3 minus 2 is 3 minus 1 is 2. Boys, if you don't know directly how to do the subtraction, means you can, when you are doing the addition, however you are in class 5, so directly you should be able to do. Why? Because these are the single digit number only. As you see, when you are doing the single digit subtraction, you should be able to do directly. I mean without using your fingers or else without using your pen or pencil, something like that. You should be able to write directly. Am I clear? So then 3 minus 1 is 2 and then come to hundreds place. 7 minus 3 is equal to, if you don't know how to do means, so keep doing this way. 3 in your mind. After 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many fingers you are getting? 4 fingers. 4 would be your answer. Am I clear, children? See in the hundreds place. 3 in your mind. After 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Up to 7. Up to minuend you have to count. And then how many fingers you are getting? That is your answer. So 4 fingers you are getting. 4 would be your answer. Then 4 minus 4. As you know the subtraction fact, if you subtract any number, if you subtract same numbers, you will get 0 as your answer. 6 minus 2. So 2 in your mind. After 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again 4 fingers you are getting. 4 would be your answer. 9 minus 5 also you will get 4. Now we have to check your answer. In the question they are given, they asked us to do the check your answer. So that is what we have to do is, again you write, just leave 2 or 3 finger space after this in sideways. So in your classwork also, when you are doing, use your right side margin also, children. You have left side margin is thin and right side margin is broad. Okay, when you are writing, you continue you have to continue your writing in your right side margin also, children. Don't try to write only in between the red lines. Okay, that is absolutely, it's not necessary to write that. Use your right side margin when your writing is continuing. Am I clear, children? So then use, just beside this we have to keep the heading as check. Wherever I use red pen, there you have to use the pencil. You should not use the red pen, my dear children. You have to use pencil. Wherever I used red pen, there you have to use the pencil. Means I have written check, place values, plus symbol and those lines. These lines to be written with the pencil, my dear children. And the blue pen, as it is, you also have to use blue ball pen. Okay, now how do we do the check? Check means first check, you put the heading with the pencil and then write the place values with the pencil with the half finger space. And then what you have to arrange means, first you have to write the difference. Already we have done the subtraction, right? That subtraction difference you have to write as your minuend. Okay, first you have to write on top, and then you write the subtrahend. Okay, minuend minus, difference minus. First you write the difference and then write the subtrahend. These two to be added, difference plus subtrahend. You can write difference on top or subtrahend on top. Why? Because when you are doing the addition, order of the add-ins, whatever it may be, you will get your answer as same. So that's the reason you can write a difference first or subtrahend first. There is no problem at all, and then you can add the numbers. Okay, you are checking your answer. So when you add this difference and subtrahend, what we should get? We should get back the minuend. So you see, start your addition. Arrange the numbers in the columns and then start your addition. 1 plus 0 is 1, 2 plus 1 is 3, sorry children, 2 plus 1 is 3, 4 plus 3 is 7. So finally you are getting the minuend, 9,64,731. Okay, it is 31 only. So 2 plus 1 is 3. Correct when you are writing in the classwork also. Okay, so 2 plus 1 is 3, and we got back the minuend. We got back the minuend. So that what you can decide, whatever subtraction we have done is absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Am I clear, children? Then we'll move to the next screen, children. Next screen, question 1, debit. I'm doing for you debit. You see in the screen. Observe the screen. Same. You have to arrange the from 4 crore 36 lakhs 1,499. Subtract from 6 crores 57 lakhs 98,002. Okay, from 6 crore 57 lakhs 98,002, we have to subtract 4 crores 36 lakhs 1,499. Sorry children. So write the place values first. With place values, when you are writing, you give half finger space. So write down the first minuend. Bigger number is the minuend. Remember children, if you are not able to know, if you are not thorough with the concept of from, you remember from the given numbers, bigger number is your minuend, smaller number is your subtrahend. Okay, so you have to write minuend on top. From minuend you have to subtract the subtrahend. Okay, arrange the numbers in the columns, children, and then start your subtraction from ones place. Here you see 2 minus 9. From smaller number, 2 is a smaller number, 9 is a bigger number. From 2 you cannot subtract 9. What do? So we have to borrow from tens place. When we borrow 1 from tens place, as the number is moving to the left hand side, the value of the number increases 10 times. So you are borrowing 1 means you are borrowing 10. Okay, it is nothing but you are borrowing 10. The value of the number increases how many times? 10 times. So you are borrowing from tens place. 1 means you are borrowing 10 at a time. So then 10 plus 2, 12. So directly, if you have 2, you put 1 over there. So it will become 12. 2 becomes 12. When you borrow 1, so 2 becomes 12. Now 12 is a bigger number. 9 is a smaller number. 12 minus 9 is 3. Okay. So now here what happened actually, you're supposed to borrow from tens place, but there is 0. Then you are supposed to borrow from hundreds place, but there is also 0. Then you move to the thousands place. In thousands place you have 8. So from thousands place you have to borrow to hundreds place. In thousands place you have 8. Concentrate on this, children. Yeah, in thousands place you have 8. From 8 you have to borrow 1. So 8 becomes 7. And then here 0 is there in hundreds place. 0 becomes 10. 10, from 10 you have to borrow again 1 to tens place. So then 10 becomes 9, and in tens place 0 becomes 10. Now we have 10 in tens place. Now from this 10 you have to borrow 1 to ones place. So there in ones place 2 becomes 12. Tens place 10 becomes 9. Okay, you borrow 1, no? So 9 it becomes. So now what happens? 12 minus 9 you have to do. then your answer is 3. 9 tens place 9 you have. Now top a number, that what you have crossed you shouldn't bother that. Whatever you have written on top, that only you have to bother now, right? Now 9 minus 9 is 0. 9 minus 4 is 5. 7 minus 1 is 6. 9 minus 0 is 9. 7 minus 6 is 1. 5 minus 3 is 2. 6 minus 4 is 2. Okay, so now important thing is, children, when you are doing this in the classwork, if you have plain book, absolutely no problem, you can give finger space and write. If you have, though maths rule books, some are having lines, okay, in that you have to write place values in one line. Down this whatever leftover numbers, borrowing numbers, you have to write in one line, and then your minuend must be, and then down to that your subtrahend, and then down to that your difference. Okay, each one supposed to get in one line. Okay, so don't try to write all the numbers in one line, means place value separately in one line, and then down to that give finger space, or else give one line. So later on when you are arranging in the columns itself, you give space. So that time when you are doing the borrowing and all, that time you can write these numbers in that particular line, or else in that particular space. Am I clear, children? However you are writing, whenever you are doing the addition, how you are writing, carrying numbers in the separate place. So in the same way, this borrowing numbers also you have to write above the number. Don't write in the don't write just above the number. Give sufficient place and write neatly, means that number should be visible, which number you have cut down, and then which is your final number, those numbers to be visible properly. Okay, and then again I'm telling you, all my red pens you write with the pencil, blue pens as it is blue pen only. Wherever I used red pen, there you have to use a pencil. You see in between the subtraction and addition, there I draw with the pencil line. So you also supposed to draw the line with the pencil side by side. You can write when you are writing sideways, right side margin can be used. I repeat, children, right side margin can be used. In interaction class, I have seen in many books you are only trying to writing between the red lines. Don't do that. Okay, use your right side margin when it is necessary. Okay, these things side by side you do completely till end of the page you can use. Am I clear, children? So then come to the check. We have done the subtraction. Now we will check the answer. How do we check the answer? We have to write difference and subtrahend to be added. You can write difference first or subtrahend first. Why? Because addends can be add in any way, you will get the same answer. So you write difference and subtrahend, then add. When you add a difference and subtrahend, what should we get back? We should get back minuend. Okay, so then you do those two numbers, arrange in the columns according to the place values, and start your addition. Okay, so again addition also, rightmost corner. So 3 plus 9 is 12, and you observe that. And when you are doing that addition, what number we got? You see 6 crore 57 lakhs 98,002. Is that our minuend? Dear children, is that our minuend? Exactly. Okay, we got minuend back. So whatever subtraction we have done is absolutely correct. Okay, then we'll move to the next screen. In the same question 1 F1 we are doing I'm doing for you. So again, if you don't know the concept of from the given numbers, bigger number should be written as your minuend, smaller number is your subtrahend, or else concept of from this 49 crores 52 lakhs 48,926, we have to subtract 28 crores 10 lakhs 25,703. Am I clear, children? So arrange in the columns. So then same, when you are writing in the classwork, you have to write the place values first with the half finger space, then arrange the numbers according to the columns, then do the subtraction. Here directly we have our, when we are doing the subtraction, your minuend is more than the subtrahend individually, so directly you can do the subtraction. So I think it's not necessary to explain, children. So then 6 minus 3 is 3, 2 minus 0 is 2, and then 9 minus 7 is 2. Like that we got the difference. what is the difference? 21 crores 42 lakhs 23,223. Okay, so such a big number, if you are not able to read, children, you can give comma from right side. You can put comma, since you can put the comma. So since I'm checking, I didn't put the comma, so actually you can, if you are getting confusion means, then you can put. Okay, so then anyway, so we got the 21 crores 42 lakhs 23,223 is the difference. Then how do we check now? We have to add the difference and subtrahend. Difference and subtrahend. Subtrahend is a down number, right? So that when you add this, what you should get back? You should get back the minuend. Am I clear, children? So now your difference is 21 crores 42 lakhs 23,223, and then subtrahend both to be added. When you are adding this, you are getting 49 crores 52 lakhs 48,926. Is that your minuend? Yes, absolutely. So what do you decide? What do you conclude? Your conclusion is our subtraction is 100% correct. Okay, so when you get this, when you are able to check in this way, so you need not to bother about to check anyone, so need not to conclude your subtraction is correct. You yourself, you can conclude as my subtraction is 100% correct. In this way you can check your, okay, you can correct yourself on your own by this method. Okay, children, then we'll move back to the next screen, that is find the difference between the following numbers. Simple numbers, children. So directly you can arrange the numbers in the columns. Okay, so directly we have to do the subtraction. So and there is no borrowing also. Simple, like third standard, the subtraction is given. Write the place values with the half finger space, and then arrange the from 46,213 24,103 should be subtracted. 46,213 is your minuend. 24,103 is your subtrahend. You do the difference. You are getting 3 minus 3. Start your subtraction from one's place. 3 minus 3 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. 6 minus 4 is 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. So from extreme right, you have to take a comma. So your answer is 22,110. Okay, children. So then we'll move to the next screen. In the next screen, I'm doing D for you. 5,08,906 minus 69,984. How do you arrange? 5,08,906 has 6 digits. 69,984 has 5 digits. How do you arrange? Look at into the screen. So first, since you are having 5 lakh, so you write place values according to lakhs. Write the place values with the pencil. Wherever I use red pen, there you supposed to use a pencil. Again and again I'm reminding you, children, you shouldn't use a red pen in your classwork. Okay, if I write with the pencil, you cannot see the screen properly. That is the reason I used red pen. But when you are writing in the classwork, you're supposed to write with the pencil, blue pen and pencil. You're supposed to not to use the red pen. Okay, so see how I arrange the place values with half finger space, right? So you also have to write first place values with half finger space, and then give sleeping way 1 finger space. So that space later on you can use to write this borrowing numbers. Okay, children, so you have to give 1 finger sleeping space. So then write 5,08,906 as your minuend, and then 69,984. 69,000. So you have to start from 10,000's place. In the subtrahend, there is no lakh place. In the lakh place, you can put the symbol as minus. So or else you can leave empty also. That minus symbol you can keep aside. Absolutely, you can use this place to write minus. Absolutely, there is no wrong in that if you write in such a way. So then 69,000 means you should start from 10,000's place, and then thousands place 9. You're supposed to write 9 in hundreds place, 8 in tens place, and 4 in ones place. Then start your, after this arranging is very, very important, children. Remember, this arranging is very, very important. And after arranging in the columns, you have to start your subtraction from extreme right. means that is from ones place. Then you start your subtraction. 6 minus 4. 6 is a bigger number, 4 is a smaller number. Directly you can subtract. 6 minus 4 is 2. Now 0 minus 8 we cannot. So what we have to do? We have to borrow from hundreds place. In hundreds place you have 9. Am I clear, children? So cut down 9 with the pencil, and then above the 9 you write 8 first. Okay, so 8 is the remaining number, and then here in tens place 0 becomes 10, 9 becomes 8. Okay, so now 10 minus 8 is 2. Then move to the hundreds place. Hundreds place actually you have first 8 only. Okay, so when you are doing on your own, you will come to know 8 minus 9 you cannot do. So what we have to do? You have to borrow from thousands place. In thousands place 8 you have. Borrow from 8. 8 becomes 7. Here in the hundreds place 8 becomes 18. Okay, so then why it becomes 18 means, remember children, as the place is moving to the left side, the value of the number increases 10 times. And again when we are borrowing, 10 numbers must come. So that is the reason. In simple way you remember that 8 becomes 18, 6 becomes 16 means 10 times it is increasing. So that's why you have to add just beside that number 1. So then it will be enough. So that 8 becomes 18. 18 minus 9 is 9. 17. So in thousands place already you have 7. From 7 again you cannot subtract 9. So what do we do? From thousands place you have to borrow 1. But in thousands place first you have 0 only. That in that case what we have to do? Move to the lakhs place. In lakhs place you have 5. So from 5 you have to borrow 1. So 5 becomes 4, and then when you borrow 1 to 10,000s place, 0 becomes 10. Now from this 10 you subtract you borrow 1. So then 10 becomes 9. Here in thousands place you have 7. 7 becomes 17. 17 minus 9 is 8. Then 10,000s place 9 you have. 9 minus 6 will get 3, and then 4 as it is bring down. There is no number to subtract. So bring down 4. Then from right hand side take a comma after 3 digits, and then take a comma after 2 digits. Why? Because first period consists 3 digits, second period consists 2 digits, third period also consists 2 digits. So that is the reason. From right side 1 to 3 comma 1 2 comma 1 2 comma, you have to remember in that way. Okay children, you see my columns, I arranged in the columns properly in one line. All my ones digits are looking in one line, right? That is the reason I wrote and showed. Okay, and wherever I use red pen you write with the pencil. Wherever I used red pen, there you supposed to write with the pencil in your classwork book. Am I clear, children? So then we'll move on to the next screen, that is your homework screen. Homework, today's homework is question 1 from exercise 3.3. question 1 we have done, right? In the question 1 6 bits are there, 3 I have done for you, 3 I have given as homework. Question 2 4 bits are there, so 2 I have done for you and 2 are homework. Write classwork from PDF with the date. Write the homework in the same book with the date. Wherever whatever classwork you are starting, write with the date. Today's date you put and write from the PDF. And today's homework also, you wherever you started video 1, all the classes, all the homework to be written in the one book. In the same book you write the date and do the today's homework. Am I clear, children? I hope you understood the concept. Happy learning, children. Thank you.